From them telling me that I wouldn't move a finger again to even just moving my wrist is a miracle.
A local teenager shot last August. Doctors said at the time his chances of ever moving again were slim. Tough road to recovery that continues tonight.
But that teenager has taken his first steps since he was shot in the neck. And our Laughead joins us now with a look at what's keeping him going and how he's doing.
Brian and Lauren, we first showed you his story back in October. 18-year-old Aaron Asseter was shot the night of August 25th outside the drug emporium. He'll be the first to tell you he shouldn't be alive, but he is. And the big strides he's making on his long road to recovery are astounding his doctors and even himself.
He just grabbed him and squeezed.
A son holding his mother's hand.
I'll hold my hand in the picture.
Aaron Asseter couldn't do that a few months ago. This simple movement represents nearly a year of pain and persistence.
From them telling me that I wouldn't move a finger again to even just moving my wrist is a miracle.
The high school senior says his story is full of miracles, starting the night he was shot. Aaron was shot at close range just days after his 18th birthday as he sat in his car in the parking lot of Lubbock's Drug Emporium. The bullet burned through his neck, obliterating his spinal cord and paralyzing the teenager. The impact of the bullet caused him to step on his gas pedal, his car slamming into a building as his phone flew just out of reach. He calls what happened next his first miracle.
I see this light, it disappears in a split second, and I feel these hands grab me and shake me, violently. And like I wake up, and when I wake up, my phone that was on the floorboard was in my hand.
This was Aaron in his hospital room in Denver, where he was doing rehabilitation. His doctors told him he'd likely never move his body below his chest again. Now the teen has regained use of his left hand and hopes one day to walk again. But the successes have come with an emotional cost.
I've spent countless nights crying myself to sleep, countless nights angry with God.
I think that was a big shocker when he got back home. He thought he was, life was going to be the same when he got back to Texas, and it wasn't. So, he didn't have the will to fight and live, I think, at first.
The trauma still casts a shadow, but surprisingly, Aaron isn't bitter toward the people who attacked him. In fact, it's just the opposite.
To the people that did this to me, not even for a second would I wish it on any of them. Not even for a second.
He wants them to know he forgives them, all except for one.
One of the other guys that was there, after they shot me, he had came back to the car, looked in the window, saw me bleeding out, asking for help, smiled, and walked off. I don't think I could forgive him.
He's a survivor. He's a fighter. There is so much life ahead of Aaron, and there's just so many other possibilities, and just keep trusting in God. God's the only hope.
Aaron credits his family and his faith in God for the strength to keep moving his fingers. And someday he hopes even more.
I'm here, and I'm happy, and I'm alive.
There will be a pretrial hearing for the suspects at the end of this month. And if you want to follow Aaron's progress, his mom has started a Facebook page called Aaron's Army. Aaron says his dream one day is to move to Southeast Texas and live on the beach.